Every week, Simon, every single week, we give out our picks, and every single week, your fellow pro gamblers call to yell at you or compliment you about the conversations we're having, because we know the wise guys are paying attention. It's time to summarize those opinions. It's time for Sharp Calls.
I have to answer this phone.
Yeah, and interesting week. I know you said you didn't love it. I'm on the other side. I love these kind of weeks. Like, there just feels like people view it as going to be a boring by the book type of week, and all I can just see is there could be a lot of madness and a lot of teams that need this week to get right. And one we talked about, I still love the Panthers, but I'm surprised there are some real smart pros coming in on that Bills side. And I'll read some stats, some trends I still think people are overlooking on this Panthers team, but it seems like the pros I talk to want to fade anytime they can an Andy Dalton start. They just think he is absolutely finished. No idea how he's still in this league with a job. So that's a game we'll break down, but I can tell you I know some really smart money on the Bills, and they'll end up in our money line run robin. I'm not too upset about that now, knowing there's so much love there. It's actually a great spot for Josh Allen to win outright. The Bears, some real smart pros on the Bears here as we sit on Thursday. Yeah, and they just are not buying Lamar's right, and they're also not buying this Ravens team. They don't think it matters they're getting all these guys back healthy, that this team is just not as good as people perceive. I still think they're overlooking how hard of a schedule this team had. Like, yeah, they lost to the Lions at home. They lost to the Eagles at home. That might be the two of the best teams in the NFC. Like, I think the Ravens have just had a really brutal start to the year, and professionals are still holding it against them. And they just are enamored with this Bears team, is it 4 straight covers they might have? Like, they just been cashing for them. They love them. It's a Ravens team that can't stop the run, going against a really, really well-run team in the Bears without running the ball. So, interesting game. We'll have to break down some more. Got a lot of love for my Houston pick, but I knew that was going to be the pro side. And we'll get into that one. It's just historically a horrible spot for the 49ers. They tend to lose those type of games. The Jets, tons of love for the Jets love that we had on the Jets money line. But like we joke, not a shocker. Every week, the pros are going to bet them. Got a bunch of calls about the Giants. The pros, they're going to bet the Giants every week. Not shocked at all. It's a moneymaker for them. So Chad was spot on about his call about the Saints. He said it's just going to be a team the pros are enamored with. We are. Like, every pro I talk to, they're in the same boat as me. But again, I think it's a game we'll get into more about why we like them. And,
yeah, for sure.
Surprisingly, has not been good for the Saints to be at home. I couldn't believe that, diving into their record at home. There is, like you said, you're right. There is no true home field advantage for this Saints team like there used to be. And the last two games we love, pros love Denver, the pros love the Steelers. I told you there are some pros on Green Bay. It's not as much as I thought it was going to be earlier in the week. I think their early love did make sense, but the more pros I talked to, it seems like the more they're on Pittsburgh. And that Dallas game does have some pros on it, but it's very, very more so the public on the Cowboys, and it's the pros for the most part on that Denver side. So a lot of games to go through. I know it, like Chad said, there's 3 bye weeks. Surprisingly amount of love for the favorites this week from some professionals I've talked to. So yeah, very interesting week for this lineup.
What are Simon's biggest bets?
Honestly, I've not gone too crazy yet this week because of all the unknowns with injuries and stuff. Like, I've taken a pretty big position on Houston just because I was worried that number was going to shoot up to 2.5. It really is held pretty strong at its point. I'll get there on Pittsburgh. I'm really going to be doing these money line favorites. Like, I just don't see a world where the Patriots lose. I don't see a world where the Bills lose to Andy Dalton. Like, the Bills are super desperate. So this week, just like last week, I talked about, I threw a lot of those favorites together. I think we went 5-1 or 4-1 on the favorite money line. Like, it's how it is right now. People, like, you can say we're getting lucky. Like, yeah, did I feel like I got lucky with Denver's money line? Yeah. Green Bay's money line, like, that game came down to a 4th and 2 where Green Bay went for it and they got it and scored a touchdown. Like, I know it's just the way the league is now. The chalk keeps winning. So I get why you don't love the spreads this week. To me, it just feels like the books have gotten really sharp with these lines. So, Denver -3 I'm going to take a position on it. Will it be one of my bigger bets? No, I'd much rather have a ton of money on Hurts money line and Josh Allen's money line than Bo Nix on the spread. So it is a tough week with that, where it's like I don't trust some of these guys, and I'm having to take positions on them just because the number is right. But to me, that Ravens game, if Lamar is cleared, I'm probably going to take. I know Chad can't believe I think it's a 14-point swing, but I'm telling you, Cooper Rush is that bad. I think Lamar is that big of an improvement to that offense, and even if his legs aren't fully back, his arm is good enough now. Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, all those pieces there. I think it's a great matchup for this Ravens team against a Bears team that, incredible run by this Bears team, but eventually it's going to catch them. They just can't keep covering these games, can they, Chad? So I hate that we've missed it. I know it's your team, but I have to sell the Bears at some point. It feels like it's the
I'm
right
there.
spot to do it.
I'm totally there. Underdog, parlay. I've got Steelers,
Jets.
Let
Let me get them Saints.
Saints. How about the Giants?
I can't see it, but I'll take the value. You're right. It's plus 330. That's a good number. I don't think they've beaten the Eagles in back-to-back. So beat them twice in a season since 2007. We're being honest. We should put the Bears in case Lamar doesn't play.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Again, I have nothing on their number, but at plus 230, if it comes out, Chad thinks it's crazy. People on the show might think it's crazy. That's how low I am on Cooper Rush. I just could not get over how horrible his film has been since he's been a Raven. So if I was them, I'd start the other backup. He is doing zero for their offense. He's just horrible. So that line could easily flip. If it's not Lamar, I could easily see that become a plus 3.5 Ravens line.
Favorites, parlay, Patriots, Bills, Chiefs.
So take the Chiefs down to -5.5 or -6.5. Colts, take the Colts down to -5.5, -6.5. Got to put Denver in. We both believe in them.
Yeah. Pats, Bills, Chiefs at an alt line of 5.5, 6.5. Colts at an alt line of 5.5, 6.5. And then Denver, that is our favorites parlay. Again, the underdog parlay. Steelers, Jets, Saints, Giants, and then Bears.
For Survivor, don't hate Patriots this week. I'm not going to do it personally just because for my contest I still have the Colts and I'm trying to go super safe. So Survivor, I am going Colts. Don't hate Patriots, and obviously if you are a wild child, you could do Cincinnati Bengals and the Flacco, but I can't get there. I know some pros that are doing it because they're like, when am I going to use the Bengals again? I cannot do it. I cannot trust Flacco.
Who are you doing for sharp or square?
I mean, I guess I got to take Pittsburgh.
All right. So Steelers for you there. You know what I'm going to do? It's crazy. But I'm feeling lucky.
Okay.
New York Jets.
Taking the Jets 6.5.
I'm doing it.
Ooh, I love it. Look at you.
New York Jets. Sharp versus square. You're taking the Steelers at 3.5. I'm taking the Jets at 6.5. That's how we roll on this show. What a crazy, crazy day.